Jahnabi, give us your introduction.
My name is Jahnabi Borah. I'm from Nagaon. I have done my graduation from Nagaon College and my masters from Guwahati University in the Department of Political Science in 2020.
And your hobbies and all?
Sir, I like to do cooking and also I like watching movies.
Okay, what is the recent controversy in Nagaon district?
Sir, recently a police station was burned down by a group of people in Bhadra. So a controversy is going on that. That's it, sir.
So the steps taken by the government, what's your opinion? Are you supporting it or you think it's an inhuman act?
Sir, actually what has happened, the incident is very unfortunate and the steps taken by the government, it could have been a better one, but what has been done by the civilians also, it is not good. So both the steps are, I think that it could have been done in a better way.
Okay, what's your optional subject?
Sir, my optional is political science and international relations.
For international relations. In international relations, we can see that India giving, time to time they have given grants to the smaller neighboring states like Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh. They have given lots of billions of dollars as a grant. But in return, India is never ever, they have received any kind of gratitude or any kind of, economic grants and all those stuff. Why it is important for India to help them? Even though our economy is not in a very good state presently.
Sir, if we look at India's foreign policy, it always tries to maintain good relation with its neighboring countries. So, and moreover, the other neighboring countries also looks up to India as a kind of great power in Asian region. So they look up to India, and India also has a very positive kind of attitude towards her neighboring countries. And moreover, if we look at the economy of those countries, they are not well up to mark. So, and India is better than those countries. So they look up to India, and India also help them without expecting.
No, we understand that. Yeah. India helped them, they look up to India. Why India helped them? There has to be a reason.
Because, sir, if we look at the foreign policy, India always has this, that it maintains good relation with its neighboring countries. I think so, sir.
And no other reasons apart from that. Few years ago, India has a very bitter relationship with Nepal. Okay, even with Sri Lanka also, India did not have a very good relationship 2-3 years ago. But recently, in the economic crisis, India has given few $1 billion to Sri Lanka.
Sir, sir, I also think that since China is causing a threat to India, so India needs to maintain good relations in order to keep China.
Anyways, suppose I'm giving a hypothetical situation. For example, you have boarded a train at Jalpaiguri and you are coming home to Nagaon. What are the districts you will find on the way, chronologically?
Sir, from
Jalpaiguri to Nagaon.
So right now I'm not able to.
Can you name 3 North River side river, Brahmaputra Upanodi? Tinikono naam kobo pariba? North side, North Bank?
Dikho, Disang, Khubonkheri.
Okay. How many forest reserves are there, national park are there in Assam?
So right now 7.
What is the latest one?
Raimona.
Which district it is?
Kokrajhar.
Kokrajhar. Okay. You have one national reserve in your district as well? Yeah? Kaziranga National Park. Okay. What is the differences between wildlife sanctuary and a national park?
Sir, in a national park, sir, we don't see human habitation. Human habitation is prohibited in and around national park, but not in.
Kaziranga aseso. Ipino Kaziranga, majot manor ghor.
Sir.
What is the difference exactly?
Sir, paisilu, but right now I'm not able to.
Pahoisa. আচ্ছা এনিৱেজ মোক আৰু এটা কথা কোৱা অসমত দেখা গৈছে যে টি কাৰণে অসম বিখ্যাত কিন্তু টি ইণ্ডাষ্ট্ৰী টি কালচাৰ এটা টি ইণ্ডাষ্ট্ৰী এটা গঢ়ি উঠা নাই ইয়াৰ মেইন ৰিজনছ কি Are you agree the tea industry eta gori utha nai ete? What is the reason?
Sir, if we look at Assam, the process of industrialization has not been up to the mark. Mostly we are a kind of agricultural kind of economy, and like any other industry, the tea industry also it has not developed, and mostly I think because we have not given so much importance for the development of this industry, since we always feel that this is a kind of agricultural economy in Assam. So we have not, I think we need to develop more industrialization in this region. So I think so, sir, the tea industry has not developed.
Ownership also, most of the time it was a colonially, you have to speak about the historically, it was colonial enterprise, and so it belonged to the, so Lukis has been renamed as Actist. So do you think that it has changed the scenario? Do you think that there has been proper implementation of the kind of enthusiasm that it created initially? Do you think that it has been successful as a policy? What is your take on Lukis, which has been renamed as Actist? What is your position on it? Like, do you think it has been successful?
Sir, if we look at India's foreign policy, it has always tried to maintain a good relation with the Southeast Asian countries, and now, sir, the earlier Lukis policy has been named as Actist policy, and earlier only the mostly economic kind of relation were given importance, but now cultural relations have also gained importance, and through Actist, I think our Northeast.
No, Lukis policy was conceived as a policy to look at the cultural issues. So it has been neglected for a long period of time, the Southeast Asian countries. Then Lukis policy was conceived with the emphasis on culture, language, and economy, everything. So do you think that India has lived up to the mark? Just that analysis of it, like whereas.
Sir, I think India has lived up to the mark. I think India has tried to strengthen its relation more. We can also say it by the fact since it has renewed the name of the policy from Lukis to Actist. So I think the point that the renewal of the name also suggests that yes, India has tried to improve the relation, and moreover through this Actist policy, not only now India, our northeastern part is also getting more importance through
but
this.
We have not seen any visible sign of it. Like we don't see any thriving economic exchanges between Bangladesh or India or anything. More Tamo border is still illegal trades are going on. So what changes it has brought actually? So you just look at it and with a bit critical gaze you look at it and study it. Not just good economic relationship. 2000 আগতে তো একেবাৰে চোৱা নাছিলে, চোৱাৰ পিছতো কিন্তু বিশেষ ইম্প্ৰুভ হোৱা নাই। সেইখিনি অলপমান ৰিচাৰ্চ আৰ্টিকল চাব।
তোমাৰ নাম?
Jahnabi Borah.
জাহ্নবী, তুমি তোমাৰ এক্সেক্টলি নগাঁৱৰ কোন ঠাইত ঘৰ?
Sir, actually, I was born in a village called Paraliguri in Kampur, Nagaon. But I was from 2001. Since 2001, I have been living in Nagaon town, sir.
Your subject in graduation?
Sir, political science.
And past course?
Past course, education.
Education. Tell me about the recent new education policy. Have you gone through it, the entire document?
Sir, not through the entire document.
So how the new education policy it will affect on present education?
Or just to give the structure of the new structure. What is the structure that has been like envisaged? So at what age the child will go to the school, and what is the structure?
So earlier the structure was kind of 10+2, but now it's 5+3+4. The structure, and in this new education policy, emphasis is given on mother tongue, so that children learn up to class 5 in mother tongue, and moreover, the education system has been tried to make interdisciplinary. It is a kind of flexible kind of education system. Earlier we don't see that, so this is a kind of new thing, and flexibility, and also if we see in higher education also some flexibility has come, like in the B.Ed education it has been combined with degree 4 years, then also the MPhil degree that has been kind of scrapped down. Then and more importance has been given on digitalization and teaching and training of teachers also. So I think these are the kind of difference from the earlier education.
Do you support online payment system?
Sir, yes, I support online payment system.
It will be successful in India?
Sir, till now we cannot say that it's very much successful, but I am very hopeful that it can be successful in this age of digitalization. I think if through online payment, payment can be made easier, and also the loopholes while not having
where are the limitations?
Sir, limitations are also there. Suppose if we talk about villages, there is not good network connection. There is a lack of internet connectivity in today also in most of the areas.
Then how can you implement this policy?
Sir, so we can implement by bringing the good networks in those areas. I think it is a need of the hour that we need to bring good network facilities in almost all the areas and bring digitalization, sir.
Do you think that Northeast India, we need a separate economic policy from the national policy? It means, I want to say that we need a different separate policy, economic policy for the northeastern region. Do you think that? Do you support?
Sir, our country is a kind of federal country, and the states along with the center, we follow cooperative kind of federalism. So I think not a separate kind of economic policy, but a policy that gives importance to our northeastern region. It gives emphasis on the economic.
The same kind of national policy can be implemented in the northeastern region, or we need some little bit different kind of policy?
I think the special needs of the Northeast can be taken into account while formulating the policy by the center.
Last question. Tell me something. Name two books that you have two favorite books of you. That দুখন খুব ভাল পোৱা কিতাপৰ নাম কোৱা তুমি আৰু কিয় ভাল লাগে দুখন কিতাপ যি তোমাক জীৱনত তুমি ভাল পাইছা any book novel anything
Sir, I have read one Assamese novel. Actually it is an Assamese translation of Dale Carnegie, Niruddhe Khundor Jibon. I really like the novel. It is a kind of life changing kind of novel.
Okay.